Well, good morning, world. Hey, I came home from vacation with my wife and kids. We had a wonderful time, to quite the surprise at our new house that we're building. So I come home, and this is what I come home to. Um, Now we've cleaned these all up. They were scattered all over our property. And some of you that aren't familiar with this type of behavior, um, you may think, hey, it's no big deal to have bread scattered across your yard, in your mailbox, on chairs. Um, and it's not really about the bread, it's about the principle of the matter. Um, there's a young group of gentlemen called the purebred bandits. And for years, I've tried to protect them. For years, I've tried to guide them and lead them. For years, I've tried to have their backs. Um, but at some point, they let sin creep in, and it took over their lives, and now they are biting the hand that fed them. Um, no longer can I call them the purebred bandits. I'm just going to call them the bandits, because there's no purity about this. There's a principle, there's law when it comes to pranks. And early this morning, they broke that law. So here's what they don't understand. They think they know me. They think they know who I am as a person. They think they know who I am as a prankster. But what they don't understand is I don't prank for fun. I prank for principle. So my pranks don't have boundaries. They don't have laws. They don't have time frames. So these innocent children, I can't even say children, they're young men now, that think they had a good time last night. They have no idea the seed they planted. They have no idea what's coming their way. So let me show you something. So I came over this morning, and obviously they didn't realize that we do have security cameras. And in the past, these people have renamed nameless and faceless, and they've kind of roamed about this world without any type of accountability, just kind of doing whatever they want to do. But their world's about to change. It's one thing to go and prank a pastor or one of their friends' parents, and that's fine. That's just kids being kids. But when you come to my house, your world's about to change. You have no idea my history or what I'm capable of. You have severely limited my creativity. I've spent years doing this. I'm not a beginner. And I have contacts with people that are so more willing to go places and sacrifice themselves to prank you than you have to come after me. So I was looking at the security footage, and we were going through just to see, because I want to make sure there's names there. The first we'll go with here is who I believe to be Bobby Wimpy. Now, Bobby Wimpy, aka the Bobe is what he's called, has a tendency, he's just a child. He's just a child. I thought he was a young man. I thought he had principles, but obviously he doesn't. Bobby, I have literally chewed up food and spit it into your mouth. I have fed you like a baby bird, and you turn on me like this. Bobby, the amount of damage that's been done is irreparable. I'm coming after you, Bobby. I'm coming after you. Let's move on to the next person. So we move on here, and the next person I see, well, looky there. See that wide-legged boy right there? Let me forward it a little bit. Let me do this. We're gonna move it forward. You'll see him here in a second. You see him? It's hard to miss him with his lush hair right there. That is somebody that we like to call the Sprag, aka Levi Sprague. Look at him. And you see the silly grin? Let me zoom in on that. You see that silly grin on his face? Like he's doing something. Listen here, Levi, let me tell you something. I understand you're going to Bible college. I understand you're going to be in Oklahoma. I have people in Oklahoma too. To be honest, some of the most dangerous people that I know live in Oklahoma. And you may be in college and you may think that everything's perfect and you can't be touched. Let me tell you, I'm coming for you. This is not personal. It's merely principle. I don't want you guys to get offended or hurt. Just understand this is about the principle. If somebody comes after me and I don't go back and get you, then it encourages other students in the future. This is about years of lawlessness in my life. Like I have to lay down a precedent. It hurts me just as much as it's gonna hurt you. I want you to know that. I'm not doing this out of anger, out of rage. I'm doing this out of principle. So let's move on to the next. So we'll move this forward a little bit. And well, looky there, look at the guy with the Bass Pro hat on, thinking that like I cannot identify. Look at this. Look at this guy. He thinks, old Gerard Forsey right here, look at him, thinking that I cannot identify this dude with a mask on when he wears the same hat every day and his legs are 7.5 feet tall. Listen here, Gerard. I understand I'm putting you on blast in front of the whole world. I know you're sweet and you're innocent and you have a beautiful smile. Let me tell you something, son. It's only begun. You're going off to college. That's great. You're a young man. The seed you have planted is going to grow. It's going to grow into something that you can't control. This is not normal, ordinary, everyday, hey, I threw TP over tree pranks. This is life-changing stuff. Stuff that will be told generation to generation. This isn't just a moment in time. This is literally lifetimes of stories are coming from the seed you planted. Just want to let you know that. So we'll move on to the next, see who we got next. Well, I think that right there, let's see. Oh, I do want to say, so back in the background over there, this is, well, look at that. There's Jaden Hall. Look at him. Look at Jaden. Look at that. He throws as hard as he can and he can toss that bread about 3.5 feet. And why? Jaden, why did you spike the bread into the ground? It's not alive. This isn't some wild deer or some frog you picked up off the street. It's a piece of bread, and it's cheap bread at that. It ain't going nowhere. There's no reason to spike it on the ground. Jaden, you're new to this little party. Like, I understand that you like to hunt and shoot and kill and do all those fun little things. But you haven't messed with a monster like me. I'm coming after you, Mr. Hall. Let's go on to the next. Well, there's Jake Wimpy there. Look at that. All the Wimpy kids are out here destroying property. Look at him. Look at Jake. Thinking, Jake, I can see that stature from a mile away. Look at it. I can even look at that. You looked right with your purebred Bandits hoodie on. Buddy, you got to be smarter than that. You're an adult now. Somebody else I saw in this little group, I saw Mr. Jonah Hall. Jonah, sad. Listen, this is one of those situations that your charm and your good looks aren't getting you out of it. You may think that you can smile and laugh and walk away, but there's some things you can't walk away from. You literally opened a door that can't be closed. That door will never be shut. There will be a day I will show up and you will know. It's going to be remarkable. Somebody else I was a little disappointed in was Cooper Frisbee. I seen him running in the background. I know he didn't want to get close to the door. He was half in, half out. But Cooper, this isn't something that you get away from either. I'm shocked by the number of boys that are here. And when I say boys, what I really mean is boys. This is one of those moments in time you're going to remember forever. This is the starting line. This is where it all begins. Like, for years now, you have thought that I've been mentoring you and leading you and loving you. It wasn't that. I was literally watching you. I was keeping track of you, seeing your habits, seeing where you go, who you hang out with, keeping records. I have all that. I know where you go, who you hang out with, everything now. So listen, there will be a day that it'll end for you. There will be a day that this prank will come to an end. So let me tell you, the moment I give one of these pieces of bread back to you, that's when you know it's over. Until you've received it from me, it's not over yet. So it doesn't matter how scared you are, it doesn't matter how broken you are, doesn't matter any of that. Until I hand you a piece of bread, I'm not done with you. You understand that? So I'm just going to put you all on blast right now and let you know I'm coming for you, and hell's coming with me.